Kuwait is a multi-tenant learning management system and has multiple AI capability. So let me quickly highlight the dark mode. Let me quickly sign in and show you a couple of stuff here. So this is my admin user. I have multiple sites, etc. So there are a couple of AI capability I'm going to show you right now. And after that, I show you the basic functionality of the platform. First one is the AI agent we got here. We can tell it to create me a course, blog post, site, asking question about the report, and it's going to answer you that. The platform is API based, so all of the features, functionalities, even UI is API based. So this AI agent can talk to those APIs and get, add, remove, update information. So that's how this AI agent works. And if you want to create a site here and build your UI outside of this platform, you can 100% do that using all the APIs we got in the platform. This is one cool AI integration, and a couple of them I want to show you. For example, Google Search Console. And we have a Google Search Console integration, shows you your Google Search Console for your site data, and there is an AI integration for that. For example, I have an AI assistant here. I can ask it, how can I improve the clicks, etc. It can give you insights about Google Search Console data it got here. And you can also take actions, like tell it to change meta title, description for this page, course, etc. And it takes action using its own knowledge to be able to improve SEO related stuff for your site. So this is one cool feature. And beside that, you have a table of Google Search Console data. For example, you want to order that based on clicks, impressions, etc. You see a long tail keyword you got, what is the position of them, how many impressions they got, etc. So you have that feature. There is AI assistant right now. For example, I'm scraping Upwork jobs to be able to use that as a source for course content and blog content creation. And there is web agent that's built for that. Report is something interesting. We integrated that using Next.js middleware. It's not using, you can integrate for sure Google Analytics or other analytics system, but this is the local analytic using Next.js middleware. So what we do is getting the page views, total view, for example, here, breaking down by pages, by platform users have, and some time distribution. Or e-commerce information, you get the same e-commerce information, for example, for this site. I show you that here. And for enrollment, you get some information about the enrollment analytics here as well. So that's one interesting feature. There is a keyword research. For example, if you want to create a content about Python programming, let's say. I click generate keywords. There are 3 steps here. It creates, I feed that seed keyword. After that, it creates long tail keyword. It gives me a table of the difficulty, search volume, etc. If you want to search for more related long tail keyword, I can do that on step 3. And I also have a button to be able to create when I am on long tail keyword step, and I will be able to create content based on that. So let's pick one here. I want to create a blog post about Python interview questions. I want to create long-tail keywords using that. And what it does is it goes through different platforms and their APIs, search users' intent on internet, etc., and bring you some information on the background. And the result of that will be a button, or you can use that to generate content, blog post, or a course using that. So this is one feature I want to quickly show you that. YouTube content ideas, it's kind of similar but more complex feature. You add a keyword here, and what it does, it goes through YouTube API, pull all the videos using that keyword, and does some data analysis about using number of likes, length of the video, comments, engagement of the users, and analyzing that, it gives you some information. If you want to create a video, how long should be the video, what should be the title, description, or if you want to use that for blog or course creation, it guides you to implement the best blog post content using the video analysis on YouTube, or if you want to use that for the courses as well. So let's do something. I'm going to sign out and I'm going to create a new user. I want to call it Acme Admin, and my email is Acme Admin. Oh, my username Acme Admin. My email is acme@qbyte.io, and I'm going to use that for my password. Okay, I got my organization name as well. Now clicking on register and using the email and password I used on the form, click on sign in. Now I should be able to log in as a new user. As you see, I don't have any review or overview here of my existing enrollment courses, etc., because this is a new admin user. You can add an admin to existing sites. I show you how, but you have your profile settings. For example, here you can upload an image. Let me just take some capture of my, and you can do other profile update, etc. You have a site section. I don't have any site, so I can create a new one here. Let's call it Acme Demo, Acme, and custom domain. This needs an intervention from my site to be able to help you out creating a custom domain for your site. But right now, this will be a subdomain of qbyte.io. So if I click on that, acme.qbyte.io automatically resolves to a new site. So let's go through one by one. Here, if you want to receive support requests, etc., you should be able to add, for example, I add my own email address here. The meta title description of your site right now is qbyte. You add that Acme LMS, for example. This is Acme LMS. And if I publish that and refresh this page, you see Acme LMS is the meta title of this site. Or for example, right now that I have contact email, you want to show a support widget. So if I publish the site, click on publish, I see a support widget. If the user is logged in, pre-fill these fields for name and email, and user input subject and message. But right now I'm not logged in, so I have to fill all those fields. Course ideas, we ignore that. If you have any courses under development not published yet, it adds a link. User can go through that. We don't do that right now. If you want to add a logo, for example, I just take a screenshot of qbyte logo, uploaded that here. Dark mode logo is if you're on dark mode on the site, and if your logo has some colors that on dark mode doesn't work fine, we change that to a dark mode logo. Right now I'm not uploading that. Favicon, you can add your favicon here. Let's add some links. Remember this for your login registration. For example, for login, the link is @signin, and for register, this, let's give it a primary button, and this will be @register. And the footer, right now, just remember the page how it looks like. On the footer, I'm going to add a couple of social media links. And let's add on the header courses as well. Internal link is a link that goes to the same site. External is something outside of the, in this case, acme.qbyte.io. On the footer, what else we want to add? Copyright notice, I have that. And theme, right now the color scheme of this site, remember that how it looks like. I want to change that, for example, to forest, the light mode and dark mode, coffee. And font, let's change that to Roboto. And publish all of these and see how our site looks like. Excellent. So you see the login page, registration page, they added to the site. By default, I added some GitHub SSO. You can add other SSOs here. The courses link should resolve to the course catalog. The footer stuff added here. And this is a forest theme, and this is our dark mode. Let's change that because forest is dark. And maybe lemonade. So this is using Daisy UI themes. So this is Lemonade and this is our dark mode. So Lemonade doesn't look bad. So these are Daisy UI themes. Feel free to take a look at daisyui.com and check if there is anything you're interested in and it's not here. I can add that here as well. Custom CSS is if you want to change, for example, a logo here. Let's inspect this element, and logo has the ID of logo. So you can use that here. In typical CSS is if you want to change the logo, for example, change the width to 1000 pixel. I don't know if I have to add important here or no, but let's publish that and refresh. You see it. Let me remove important. I'm sure it should work without important. Save the changes, refresh. Yeah, I had to add important there. And to override existing. So you can override CSS of the site as well. Here, let me save changes, publish, so we don't change too many stuff on the site. Authentication registration form is this form. If you want to change the title, add some description here, feel free to do that here. You can change the button text, form title, description, feel free to play with that and see how it works. And if you want to hide registration form, you can do that. The login form, same goes for the login form. Custom registration field, for example, right now, on the registration form, we have only first name, username, email, password. You want to add phone number. And this is a numeric field, and it's required. So that's it. And you want to add, let's see if you want to add Google, Facebook, SSO integration. Let's publish that and see how the form looks like. So all those SSO stuff added, the phone is here as well. So customer registration field, what else we have here? E-commerce, if you want to integrate with Stripe, you have to add your Stripe data here. Other integrations like OpenAI integration, Google Search Console, what I showed you previously, Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, you drop them here. If you want to add an admin, super user or admin user here, you should be able to do that from here. That the user will have full access to your site. Members are managers, instructors, or students. You can do that on this field. Import, if you want to import, for example, courses from OpenEdX or do some LTI integration, you will be able to do that here. And deleting the site happens from here. So right now, my site, I created some content, etc. here. Let's see how we can change the index page content. So when you create a site automatically under pages, you get index page called index and defines subtitle is the site name. So if I click here, I should be able to see an editor. And I click here, for example, let's add heading, welcome to Acme demo site. And to add what we can add here. Let's add some text in this site. You will create engaging courses. Now let me save to draft. You have two functionalities. For example, if you don't want to publish, you can see content in draft mode, or I publish that to see the page live. And in this case, because this is a site index page, I should go to the site and publish that to be able to see that here as well. So these are pages. Show you quickly what are the pages functionalities. When you create a page, you give it a title. For example, I want to create a blog post about Python variables. Subject is Python. Topic is variables. As you see, I hit enter and I can have multiple topics, for example. Or let's see, Python 101. You hit enter and it creates multiple topics for you. Permalink is the unique link you want to give to this. For example, Python 101 variables. And others, it's me, or I don't remember if I was Acme admin, I think, yeah. And you add some description to the page, you assign it to a site. What type of page is that? If it's a normal page, blog post, FAQ, or video watch page. Video watch page is interesting for Google Search Console. Video indexing that index automatically all the pages SEO wise. They are using rich structure and rich content. So they use JSON LD to be able to introduce the content to Google search easily. So it gets indexed very well. And let's create this page. Move myself here. So I got Python variables. If I go to the details and if I click here, for example, I should be able to go to this page. As you see, blogs, Python 101 variables. So what else I can do here? If this is a featured blog post, you can add that here. It can add a badge to the blog container card as a featured blog post. What else? You can add description. You can add some SEO title description here as well. You can hide this, add some image, etc., or create some content for this. So this is the same editor. Let's say you want to add a code editor. And this is Python Hello World. Let's change that. Hello Acme site. I make it executable code, editable if the users they want to do that. Or yeah, Python I think is better. I publish this, and if I refresh, if I refresh, this was the page. If I refresh this page, I should be able to see the code editor, run the code, and this use WebAssembly to run the code in the background for you. You can make this bigger screen, minimize, maximize, etc. to create the course or page content. History, I can see, or I think I have to refresh that to be able to see the history of this page. So I created when, what time, etc. And courses, to wrap it up, courses is when I want to create a course. Now say Python beginner course. Subject is Python. Topic is Python as well. And instructor is Acme admin. Course level is beginner. I save these. And when I go to the course details, we have a lot of features here. So normal stuff, you add a slot to the course description, define the level, price. If you have any discount, you can add that here as well. For example, I give it $100, but there is the price will be $229.99 if there is a discount here. Course duration, this automatically when the user enroll in the course, it counts 10 hours, for example, and after that expires the access of the user to the course. This is for gamification. This is for when the course starts, ends, accessibility. For example, let's give it to Acme site. If it's waitlisted, users, they can enroll, but they don't have access to the course content until you release the course and remove the waitlist course. You can add some message to the user as a waitlist courses. Feel free to play with all these features. On-demand overrides course start date and waitlist. And if you want to make this visible in the catalog and show the syllabus of the course. Instructor, for now, I'm the instructor of the course, but you can add some AI tutor mode as well. That AI will be an extra instructor of the course and guide the user with asking questions, etc. Media and visuals, they are right now these ones. Requirements, you can add more information to the course. In the requirements, when you go to the course about page, let me save these. Oh, I need to add a slot here. Python demo course, save. If I go to the courses page here, you see the course card added here. I didn't add any image. That's why you see that empty image. So if I go here and in the requirements, if I go to the requirements, some recs here, save, refresh, you see some requirements showed up here. And what else? The content ordering. So the content ordering, how it works is It's only one page, and what you have to do is uh, creating different headings. For example, this should be heading section, subsection, and content. This should be heading 2. Oh, sorry. This should be heading 2. This should be heading 3. And this can be any type of content we have here. You can add image, video, PDF, code executor, prompt practice, Scratch, Jupyter Notebook, anything that we have here. Why? Let me show you why we need this hierarchy, heading 2 and heading 3. So let me go back to the courses, and in the detail, the schedule and detail, access, visibility, not waitlisted, and free course. Save that here and refresh this page. And right now, as you see, syllabus got automatically generated based on the structure we defined there, section, subsection. So it creates that syllabus for us here. Same goes to the course container. So if I enroll in the course as a student, let's say I'm a student, contact me, student, just in case. I have to accept term of service and policy. I should be able to log in automatically. I'm enrolled in the course, and you see, I see heading 2, heading 3. The heading 3 shows up here again as a header and the content. So if you want to change, for example, the content, again, if we do some coding practice here, we add code editor. Oh, I did some PDF, clicked on PDF instead of code. So if I click on code editor, make that executable, pick Python from here, and save, refresh this page, you see the code editor showed up. I run the code and it goes here. So this was a really quick recap of how Qbyte multi-tenant learning management system works.